Good morning, Warzone kids. It's dark and gray here on the Vermont stretch of the trail. They don't play here at 44 degrees north latitude in Vermont with the changing of the seasons. I'm from Oklahoma, and you know, it's chilly in the wintertime, boiling hot in the summertime, but that's about it. But they go in for 4 hardcore different seasons up here in the frozen tundra. And this is a time of year when it's gray and dark, but technically still autumn. When I first moved here, I felt like this was the frozen locker of the Arctic, and now I realize that you know, it's seasonable. It's all fun and games in December in Vermont, while the days are still getting short. But that's not really what's on my mind. I was thinking about something I read by an old Japanese fella the other day, and he's writing about Zen, and he's writing about how even he used this phrase, even young hunters and old woodcutters are able to find their way on a path. A little bit of a paraphrase, but that phrase, young hunters and old woodcutters, that really stuck with me. That's a great phrase, a great opposition. And I believe what he's getting at there, young hunters in search of enlightenment, on the prowl, impatient for wisdom. How can I get there? What do I need to learn so I can become enlightened and become a Buddha or a Bodhisattva or whatever, an Arhat, whatever it is that they wanted to be? How can I get there fast? That's a young hunter. And old woodcutters, they just keep carving on that old wood of the past, their past karma. That's how that Japanese fellow would have put it. And I would think of it as the events of your past, trauma in your past if you're a war zone kid, whatever it is in your past that you're trying to get past in the present so that you can live your future. Kind of how you think of it. I got to get past this. I got to unravel this Gordian knot. I got to keep carving on that wood. Maybe one day I'll carve it into the right shape. Young hunters and old woodcutters. What's in between them? You yourself in the present moment, right here and now. You got a young hunter on one side of you looking for the future. I see this in myself and in my own experience in healing circles that I talk about so much. I hear both these things coming out of my own mouth and out of the mouth of my fellow war zone kids, my fellow child sex abuse survivors. Young hunters angry because they have to do all this healing. Annoyed by how long it takes. I'm with you. That's me. I'm talking about me. Okay, I got it. I have admitted the truth. I have acknowledged that I'm a war zone kid. You fill in the blanks. Child sex abuse survivor. You know, I've acknowledged. Great. If you use diagnostic language, you say I got the BPD, borderline, or complex PTSD, bulimia, binge eating, addiction. I acknowledge it. Now what? You got a pill for it? How many more weeks? I say to my Jungian analyst. How long is this going to take? That kind of attitude. Anger at it. Why do I have to do all this? I'm 51 years old. Why? Angry at that wood. Chipping away at it, carving away at that wood of the past. Young hunter going after the future. The old woodcutter gnawing away at the past and being gnawed away by the past. Thinking of it. Maybe if I think enough thoughts, one of them will work. Maybe if I think hard enough about the past, I'll be able to solve it like an Encyclopedia Brown mystery. Bugs Meany did it. That's right, like a game of Clue. Bugs Meany did it in the bedroom with a tomato. That's right. You solve it. There, I have solved the past. Figured it all out. Now what? Chop away at that old wood. Carve away at it. What are you trying to carve? A key? Trying to carve that old wood into a key to unlock your happiness? If you're lucky, you might carve out old wood into a key that unlocks the idea that there ain't no key to unlock in the past. Everything you have and everything you are is right here in the present moment. That's the mystery to solve. And the only thing that young hunter is going to bag out there in the woods is the realization that the process, if they come from a Zen land and they're obsessed with enlightenment, the process of sitting on your cushion and doing seated meditation, that they tell you, you want enlightenment, you're impatient, that's great. Go sit on that cushion. Master, I feel at one with the universe. I had an amazing experience on the cushion. I felt a great, overwhelming feeling of peace and everything. It was amazing. Settle down, young hunter. Don't worry, go back, sit on that cushion. Pretty soon that feeling will pass like all the others and you'll be right back here where you are in the present moment. That's the only thing that young hunter is going to bag in the woods, is the grand prize of realizing that the only enlightenment you're ever going to get is being right here in the present moment, not worried about bagging that quarry of enlightenment in the future, and not worried about somehow carving that past into a key that'll unlock your happiness. Young hunters looking for the future, which don't exist and will never come about, and old woodcutters trying to carve the past into just the right shape, trying to whittle it down so it'll fit into your notion of what you wish the past had been like. That past doesn't exist either. It's not here. You can't change it. You got young hunters to the left of you, in my own mind. Old woodcutters to the right of me, in my own mind. And right there, in the middle, where they meet, is the present moment. You can think of that like they tell you when you do seated meditation, when you do zazen, you hold one hand in the other and your thumbs gently touch in the middle. Well, you can think of one hand, your left hand is that young hunter sitting on your left, looking at the future. And that old woodcutter is your right hand, sitting on your right side, trying to solve the past. And that point in the middle where your thumbs lightly touch, that's the present moment. That's where you are right now. And that's the only place you're ever going to be. Right there between the young hunters and the old woodcutters. Because whether it's in Oklahoma in December or Vermont in December, it's a Monday morning. The skies are gray. The mountains are beautiful. And that's all there is to it. Every ounce of my entire life is right here, right now. It's not anywhere else. There's nothing I need to hunt for in the future. And there's nothing I need to fix about the past. Leave that old piece of wood alone. It's beautiful. You ever see an old piece of driftwood, been underwater for decades? You haul it out. That's some of the most beautiful wood you'll ever see. And all you need to do to that wood is let it sit there. It doesn't need anything else done to it, just like the past. And just like the future, there's nothing to be found there. So it's a good day on the trail today, Pilgrim, and all you can ever do is walk today's miles on the trail. So let's walk them together, Pilgrim. There's a lot we need to talk about. Let's have us a good time. This is the only today we're ever going to get. So let's get a move on, Pilgrim. Daylight's burning.